What's up, people? I have something to share about affirmations and visualizations and how the fact that they really do work, but for most people they don't, and that's because of most people are identified again with the body perspective so much that they don't realize that they are consciousness themselves. So now, this is how it really works, right? So they got first person and third person view of the mind and the body. They got a first person view, which is identifying yourself from the body's perspective, and they got a third person view that identifying yourself from consciousness awareness perspective. And that's when you're realizing that you are the spectator, the specter of the body itself and the mind that it holds within, from within, because the mind is from within. The body is within consciousness itself. Because if you are consciousness, if you are spectating, if you are the specter, like the observer, the awareness of the fact that you have a body, and just being aware that you are aware, that shows that you are not really the body. You might be identifying yourself as the body because of you can consciously tap in to the moment and realizing that you are moving every aspect of your body, but you can also be in tune with the future and the past, and the body reacting and acting on its own. And it's like that it's like you don't even really know sometimes when the body is in subconscious reaction and action. But when you do tap into the moment, the present, and you realize that, okay, I'm brushing my teeth with my left hand now. So all the time you've been brushing your teeth with your left hand, you were paying attention to that. That means your body was taken over by your subconscious mind itself. Because the body is the subconscious, but the subconscious is more deeper than just the body. The body is programmed by the subconscious. The subconscious is the depths, the essence of the body itself, which is the depths of every cell, every DNA. It's actually a DNA. Your cell, the depths of your DNA, the essence of your DNA, and your cells itself. So now, this is how it is, right? So if you're visualizing from a third person perspective, you're gonna say like, okay, Ashton is rich. Ashton is rich now. And now you can more see clearly that, okay, you're coming from consciousness perspective and you're looking on yourself, you're viewing yourself, the body self, from a higher perspective now. Because remember, the body self is a lower perspective of yourself. When you're coming from I am this and I am that and I am this and I am that, I am rich, I am attractive, I am this, I am that, right? You're coming from consciousness itself, because the I is not the body. The I is not the body. When you say I, you're coming from higher consciousness. You're coming from mind, the deepest essence of the mind. Not just mind itself, but the deepest essence of mind. You're coming from your higher form, you're more authentic self. I would say you're more authentic self, because I believe, like, it's just like if you ever played the game Grand Theft Auto. Most of you might know about the game Grand Theft Auto, right? When you are playing the game Grand Theft Auto and you are using the characters in the game Grand Theft Auto, you are not identified with the character in the game fully. Yes, you might be identified with the character itself sometimes, but most times you're identified with yourself, so sometimes you don't even judge the things that the character do on its own, because you are not controlling the full percentage of how the character acts and how it reacts in the game, but you are pressing the buttons, you are pulling the strings. Then you are pulling the strings, you are programming the character to react and respond to the programs that you are inputting in, like the DNA, because you using the controller, the game controller itself, and you know pressing the buttons, you are pulling the strings. It's like a puppet. It's like, you know, your own robot actually, because your body is the robot for yourself. You are supposed to be your body, your body perspective. You are supposed to be the robot for yourself and not programmed by anybody else. You're supposed to be programmed. You're programming yourself and not allowing your environment and your current circumstances and situations and conditions to program you into a permanent situation instead of a temporary situation. That's how it really is. Most of us are so carried away by our emotions of the circumstances around us and the environment and, you know, the conditions of everything, the people, the places. We're so identified with the outside reality, the reflection, that we don't really see the image itself. We are not in tune with our imagination to see what's possible. Because anything that comes to your mind, your imagination, any image, any idea, any vision, any desire, are all possibilities. There's nothing that can come to the mind. The mind cannot conceive impossibility. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. The mind cannot conceive impossibility. Therefore, all you gotta do is just come from consciousness perspective and start pulling the strings of your body, of your own character, of your own avatar, of your own robot on your own. That's all you gotta do. Start pulling the strings of your body on your own. You don't have to get into deep meditation. You just gotta do a little introspection and realize that, okay, I'm not my body once and for all. Get out of your head, get out of the overthinking, get out of all this unnecessary, excessive potentials that you're placing on things and people and places and your temporary circumstances that are you're the one that's perpetuating the cycles, the patterns, the routines, the same mistakes, the same accidents, the same bad luck over and over again. You're the one that's programming yourself for that result. You're the one that's programming yourself for the lack. You're the one that's programming yourself for all and everything that's happening in your current reality. You have nobody to blame but yourself. All you gotta do is become more observant and more protective of your energies, of your thoughts. Not just your thoughts, because you're not protecting the thoughts. You're not trying to think. You're not trying to have thoughts. Allow thoughts to be there and just observe them for what they are. Right? Whether it's negative thoughts, positive thoughts, wanted thoughts, unwanted thoughts, good thoughts, bad thoughts, it doesn't really matter. We all have all these conditions of the mind. So all you gotta do is observe, observe, observe. Observe. That's all you gotta do. Observe. Become observant. That's how you manifest. That's how you manifest from a higher perspective. Or else you're gonna just be bombarded by coincidences, the perception of coincidences. You're just gonna be bombarded by the conception and the perception of coincidences. And random events just keep occurring in your life, and you're just wondering if the world is against you. And like, it's just crazy how we react to what isn't facts, absolute facts. It's not absolute facts. Nothing in your current reality is absolute fact. Anything can be changed. You're not even trying to change anything, because nothing really changes. There's just different segments of reality, different configurations of the same reality. All time is an illusion. All moment and all reality exists in this now presence. There's nothing to be changed. There's no affirmation that is changing any results in your life. All you got to do is come from a realization of yourself as the affirmation itself, and stop trying to program yourself so much and burning so much unnecessary effort on programming yourself with affirmation from a first person view. You don't need to be doing that all the time. Most time it doesn't work for people because of that same situation, that they just programming themselves from a first person perspective, and they can't see themselves from a third person perspective, right? So keep on introspecting until you come to the point that you realize that you are consciousness itself, and you're not the body. You are the body from another perspective, but the true perspective, the absolute perspective of self is consciousness, is awareness, and nothing else. Nothing else. Just introspect. Just try to hear over everything that I'm saying right now, and just try to get into the moment and realize that you are not the sensations, you're not the senses, you are not what you see, what you smell, what you hear, what you think, what you taste. You are none of them things. You are none of the senses. You are occupying the body. You are occupying this body. You are pulling the strings of this body. You are programming this body. Therefore, the body is just existing within a form of simulation, a form of video game, like movie, like reality itself. This is the true concept of being in the matrix. It's either you programming yourself, or somebody else, or some outside source programming you to believe that you can either choose for yourself, or that thing, that object, that person, or that circumstance or circumstances or condition is programming you. You're the one that's programming yourself, not the circumstances, not the condition, not the let's just say situations that you find yourself in. You are none of them. You are none of those things. Identifying yourself with those things gonna perpetuate that reality, and everything that you're seeing is literally a reflection of yourself. That's what I wanted to share today. And it's like I keep getting spiritual upgrades. I don't know. It's just like I keep getting spiritual upgrades every day. I don't know. I'm not living my best life. I am living my best life through my passions and my purpose, but I'm not living my best life on a physical level, but I can see everything clearly for what it is, and I feel like I'm getting there. So anytime soon, things are gonna change for me. I feel it in the atmosphere of my personal reality, no doubt, without a shadow of a doubt. I feel it in my personal reality. I feel it in my DNA. I feel it in my energy. I feel it in everything around me. the way how people reacting to me, the way how I'm reacting to myself. And you know, a lot of things are just changing for me. My personal manifestations are working for me. I don't know about anybody else. I can help you with your manifestations. I can show you what you are missing when it comes to manifesting from law of attraction perspective, you know, the metaphysical perspective, or the quantum physical perspective, a model of reality. So that's what I wanted to share to you guys. And all I want you to do is just like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can post a comment in the videos and tell me what type of videos you would like me to make. Peace.